Ever wondered why the three faces of Eve came to be such a fantastic interpretation of dissociative identity back when psychoanalysis was still extremely popular? It took its lifeblood right from the roots of the science of psychology. The subject of personal identity has come to be disputed alongside with any kind of abstract concept by the age of modernity through the reinterpretation of values in the scientific perspective that would explore what was still veiled in mystery. The science of psychology, a new science, would flourish in the 19th century with the new concept of the subconscious, what was hidden and unknown to the psyche. Psychologists would assume two views, one claiming that the other personalities were the result of a kind of traumatic event left unspoken, while others said that not everyone has a subconscious mind. The human subjects of experiments are shown to be people affected by hysteria, which were studied in those times as cases of serious psychopathology. Their personality was deemed as altered and sometimes taken under the control of another one. The dissociated personality made people wonder about its causes and ways people would be changed. The author, Alfred Binet, wrote this book in 1892, being one authentic document of those times in regard to psychology. In those times, where people were supposed and expected to act a certain way, to fulfill certain roles, it is no wonder that any shadow side of the personality was perceived as suspicious, and females were obviously subjected to such treatment in an era where they had so little rights and feminism had not existed yet. Returning to the premise of the book, the double personality is not always explained through its cause, but rather through its contexts. One way of observing the successive personalities is through sleepwalking. The person suffering from dissociative identity may or may not be aware of those changes in the personality, so amnesia might not be present at times. The conscious mind is considered to be divided. The book goes on by exploring not the alternatives personalities as a whole, but the altered states of mind as well. What is very significant in accessing the subconscious mind and personality is the use of hypnotic suggestions. In an altered state of mind, the techniques could lead to the manipulation of the person's will. This can be achieved through making the person imagining that he has an imaginary personality, or traveling back in time when the person was younger. In other cases, this involves altering the state of consciousness and behavior through suggestion. Those remarks could trigger a kind of meditation upon how much we are in the power of our will, our mind, and therefore our identity, considering that we are so easily suggestionable by our environment. Moreover, the power of a psychologist is revealed through the experience of our subliminal perception being altered.